Abby Wambach is joining me right now. It's time to weigh in on a certain rumor that's been going around on Twitter, at least. The president of Lyon, Jean-Michel Aulas, has been pretty persuasive a bit, I guess I could say that, in trying to lure Alex Morgan, your former teammate, to Lyon and to play there for the league. Now, if you put yourself in her shoes, Abby, is this an offer that's appealing to you?
Well, tweets, you know, I mean, the way that this guy is trying to get in touch with Alex is a little bit Bush League, but in my opinion, I feel like these national team players have hard decisions to make, whether or not to play domestically or to consider playing overseas. And I think what people don't understand out there is that unlike men's soccer, where most of these guys are making most of their money with the clubs that they play on, these women are actually making most of their money on the national team. Also, many people don't know that the national team is actually funding their NWSL club seasons. So there's a lot that goes on. I think 0 players that played overseas this last year that are American got called into this last camp for the national team. So there's a little politics going on, especially with some of this decision. You know, a lot of it's how much are these players going to make here versus living abroad, if they want to leave their families here and play abroad, That's something that's very, very understood around the world. Throughout my whole career, I fielded many offers to play abroad, but it was really important to me, as it is many national team players here, to build the NWSL. Because in my opinion, you don't win championships if you don't have a strong domestic league. And that's another avenue, another place for some of these players to play. You know, it's, in my opinion, the perfect feeder system into the women's national team. So, yeah, I mean, I think that these reports of Alex playing overseas, they're a little unfounded, right? And I think that this guy's dreaming a big dream. I don't know, maybe he has a crush on Alex.
Who knows?
Something like that, I think. But you know, these are the things that you know, I wouldn't worry too much. I think Alex is going to stay here. I can't speak for her, but I do know that her goal now is winning the World Cup in 2019, and she's going to do whatever it takes to get there.
Well, in the meantime, here in the United States, of course, we know that there are the ups and downs of building the women's league here. Would you like to see it eventually take on the same model that we see overseas, where the women's clubs are linked sort of with the men's clubs? Yeah, look, I think the thing that we all have to understand is, long ago, back in the WSA days, back in the late 1999s and the 2000 eras, when the new first women's professional league kind of budded here in the United States, we didn't want to attach ourselves to the men. But now I think we really understand with all the infrastructure that's already set up in these MLS franchises. And by the way, the MLS is actually thriving now. They're selling out stadiums, they're building soccer-specific stadiums, and in order to actually grow a league, some of those infrastructure issues that are all already dealt with are really important, because you know, the finances of supporting a women's professional league here is really difficult. It's been proven to be difficult because we've had so many start and fail. I know that U.S. Soccer has been funding this last NWSL, the current league that's actually up and running now, and I know that they want to kind of move away from funding it. So yeah, I think that the idea of having a bigger entity like an MLS program, MLS club, funneling money down and housing maybe a women's program, maybe a women's professional team, I think that looks and feels like the best model to me to have a successful domestic league. All right, always a pleasure. Abby Wambach, thank you so much. You have debunked that rumor right here. Until then, all we can say is good luck. Fight the good fight, Monsieur Aulas, right?
Exactly. Good luck trying to get Alex, or me. I think I was even a part of that idea.
He could probably get me.